Hey everybody, I am AR. This is Heather, and this is part four of our first viewings for today, International Batman Day.
Woo-woo!
This time we watched Under the Red Hood.
Oh, so good.
Oh, I love that one. It's
so
so
many things
good.
To love. Like,
It's such a great adaptation. It does some of its own things, but it follows the comics really well.
very well. Like, just such a good job. And
I still can't believe that's Neil Patrick Harris's Nightwing.
yeah, that was so funny when I told you, like, what?
I looked at her, I was like, no, you lie! You lie! Picked up the box, I'm like,
Yep.
oh my god!
He gets such good lines, and it just feels really good.
He does a really great Nightwing, I'll give him that. Like, I love the guy as an actor even more, he's great.
The line, I'm chatty, it's part of my charm. I'm like, yes you are, Neil. Yes you
Did
are.
he just thank me?
But at the same time, Jared Paddock? Whoever does Jason, so many good lines for him too. Like, it just...
Wasn't Jason wasn't that the guy from Supernatural?
Yeah, the guy who plays Dean. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I can't remember the names. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's the...
He's just...
Red Hood is great in this, and the scenes of him as young Robin...
breaking
the
your
only
heart.
complaint I have about these movies is how often they completely cut Tim out of the timeline.
Yeah, and I kind of get this because it's like, Tim hasn't happened yet, but they so far that it could have happened, so it just feels like they could have... Anyway.
Yeah, and I get that, like, sometimes you want to pare down the characters and you don't want to have too much running around. One of my favorite parts of the Red Hood storyline in the comics was when he beat the shit out of Tim, being like, how dare he replace me so fast? Like,
Yeah, and I get that this
it's part of
this
his
one,
rage.
Yeah, in this one they were going that all his rage is directed at, like, Joker, but it's like, no, he was angry for a lot of reasons, like being replaced, being just not avenged, or like
forgotten, basically.
Yeah,
like
he's just like, no, you moved on. It's
yeah,
just
it's
like
nobody like the way the comics timeline sort of worked was that there wasn't much time for people to notice that there was no Robin. Tim picked up on it and thought to like make sure that Batman had a Robin, but for the general public, most of them didn't notice that there was a change.
Yeah, and just like the reason people knew like Nightwing was the first Robin is because Nightwing stuck around for a bit. But yeah, in this, very much between Jason and Tim, people thought they were the same because there wasn't much of a change at first. It was there was a bit of a break, but look, Robin's back. Isn't that Robin? Yeah, that's Robin. They just, especially the way the comics were. So like I said, in these new revamps, they all have different outfits and it makes sense, but it's just, yeah, in the older comics, it was very believable that people just thought it was the same Robin.
Yeah, but back to the actual movie.
Yeah, sorry.
This one is so well paced.
It is so
Like
good.
when Batman and Nightwing are fighting together, it is poetry in motion. Like it is how it should be. Just so good.
Yeah, just like their dual punches, and he saves Nightwing, and then Nightwing saves him. Like, you can see that it's trust on both ends. It's not just Bruce always saving Nightwing. He trusts Nightwing to catch
There's
him
a
when he
point where a
falls.
helicopter goes off a roof, and Bruce jumps after it to like fire another harpoon into it and anchor it.
And then he just lets go.
He just like lets go, and then Nightwing swings in. It's like, yeah, he knows Nightwing will be there.
To catch
And
him.
really, it's Batman. He probably has a plan for if he doesn't, but there is that trust. And there's an earlier scene where they're fighting an Amazo android. They end up high in the air after Dick takes it out, or like disables it, and like he doesn't even like flinch or seem to notice really as Nightwing grabs around his neck to like
help glide and slow him.
Yeah. To like use Bruce's cape to help like slow his fall too, and it's like, yeah, they're so used to working together. There's that poetry.
And I do love that when like you get both Nightwing and Red Hood both giving these little lines of, you know what I miss working with you? The toys.
Yeah.
And then Jason gets his whole point, your gadgets. God, I miss those. And it's just like they both like to point that out because they both realize that Batman's just always got shit on him. He's just like,
He's always got another gadget. It's great. And the fight scene between Batman and Red Hood was really great. Before that, when Joker's standing on the bridge, he has this whole scene orchestrated. The spotlight gets on him. He's just like
attention whore. He's just like, yeah, you're all watching me.
And then the look on his face when the spotlight moves off him to Red Hood.
Like, it's not exactly like, I guess, like it's not really like super pissed off, but it's just like, oh no, this isn't gonna last long.
And he's like, no, this is my show.
And even when Red Hood says the whole, I orchestrated this, Joker's like, oh, I've been bamboozled. Like, he tries to play it off, but you can see his mind's going, what did you do? Like, this isn't, no.
Well, yeah, I love how Joker's like, this is my show. I crashed this truck on this bridge, and I am making a scene.
Yeah.
This is my scene. This is my scene. Excuse me?
Yeah. So it's really funny, and again, like, the whole thing, like you're saying, there's a fight scene that comes up, we should talk about that, but afterwards, when it gets back to Joker, the whole time that, like, he's being threatened and beat, he's still kind of laughing it off, but you can see he's, like, working with it. He's like, I want to know who this guy is. I can't let him hit me, but I want to know. Who are you? Like, he just goes with it.
Going back earlier in the movie, Black Mask is a big part of this movie, and I do love him in this. He's constantly punching his guys, except for one. This one secretary of his who's always mouthing off to him.
Yeah, she gets this little bit of sass where it's like she doesn't really like backtalk him, but she just says something where you're like
even monotone, and you're like, the things she's saying would get anyone else punched.
Oh yeah.
But like there has to be something there because he's just like taking it in stride and being like, I know, punches a completely different guy. Is like,
yeah, he's like, I'm angry at you. Bam. Shut up. And like he's just like, he says she's stupid, but you can tell he just has this weird respect for her that feels like you could almost be a love interest, but you don't really needs to be. It's just this neat little, she's his number one guy, and so good, because like even when Joker like takes out a bunch of his guys, he doesn't touch the girl because he still wants to play ball with them, because they're getting him out of Arkham, and they're going to give him a truck to blow up, so he doesn't like piss off
he
Black
turns
Mask.
on them later.
Yeah, he waits till...
There's also a scene in this movie with Ra's al Ghul.
So many good people in this.
Yeah, it's so many good scenes. Like, I know we're going completely out of order, but there's just so many, like, good things in this. Like, our minds keep jumping to them. And it's like, Ra's is great in this because, like, it's that perfect gentleman Ra's.
Yeah, he's
that,
just
like,
so...
in control.
And, like, some of the words he says, like, you just feel that he's still got that old worldy to him, but he's still in the, here and now, but he's just like, no.
After what I did, after what I did to you, it says like, I chose never to make war with you again, not to make war with you again, and you get the feeling that since Ra's is immortal, he's basically saying it's like, I was planning not to do anything big until you croaked.
Yeah, he was just like, yeah, no, he's just gonna always get in my way. I'm just gonna wait. He'll die eventually. I've got the Lazarus pit. I'll just wait him out.
And he says quite explicitly he feels bad about costing Bruce Jason.
Yeah, he's got this honor to him where he's like, yes, I want to defeat you, but I didn't want to like hurt a kid or like
I didn't want to cost you your son. Like,
yeah, like he's like,
there
I
are certain
wouldn't go
things
after...
that are taboo even in these conflicts to him.
Yeah, so he's like, I wouldn't hit family. Like it just. Yeah. It's neat to see Ra's like that, and that's so, like, fits his character, so it's really nice.
There's been a lot of adaptations that miss that point. There's a lot that paint him as this, like, maniacal madman, even though he's lived all these centuries. It's like, no, he's cool, he's refined. And we only see Talia for a moment, but she's there, too, and it's kind of...
Yeah, so it's a nice little, oh, hey! But she's good. And that's the thing, is it's just a lot of, like, as much as there's a lot going on in this movie, it all works well. It all ties together well.
It all ties into the journey that the characters are taking together. I mean, the movie ends with, and again, spoilers, though we've already done like a shitload of those. The movie ends with like with Jason making some points that were way too well done. Yeah, like it's not even like agreeable villain, it's like logical villain. Like you agree with him to a point where you're like, no, Batman, why? I know it's wrong. I'm like, I know it's wrong, but he has a point, Bats. And as much as I love Joker, yeah, there are so many times when so many other people are like, Batman, why don't you just kill Joker? Not anybody else, just Joker, because Joker does all this shit. Like, he hurts people, I felt so bad for Jason when he's, like, even, like, disregarding all the graveyards he's filled. All the friends he's, like, disabled. The friends he's crippled. Like, and then he took, it's like, why did you let him live after he took me? Yeah, he's just like, no. It's that hurt. It's like, it's a son, like, you can tell, like, the father-son dynamic they were pushing home with this. Like, that idea, it's like, he took me away from you. Like, he says, if it was me, I would not have rested until this dirtbag was in the ground. Like, he just gets so angry. And again, like, as much as he's raving about how he's gonna kill Joker, Joker's like, yeah, this is awesome. And as much as I like agree with Batman's philosophy and how it would be too easy to justify more if he lets himself slip this one time, I also find myself agreeing with Jason. Yeah, it's just, you feel really torn in this movie, and it's so good. And that's why, like, I love the fight scene between him and Bruce, because you kind of feel for both sides. Even before that big speech, you're just like, whoa, this is, because they both have points, and it's just so good.
The only thing I don't like about their fight scene,
The impossible bathroom.
that shitty bathroom, because they make it sound like there's porcelain breaking, but if they were breaking the porcelain bathtub, sink, and like toilet with their faces, they'd both be like out cold. They'd both be like, "Oh my god, I can't fight no more. Give me 5 minutes." Like, I don't know if you know how hard
Red
porcelain
Hood's
is.
little domino mask isn't that well
No,
plated.
no. And yeah, so it just, and like, not accounting for the walls they smash each other into, I'm like, this bathroom is
Like,
the
as much as
shitty-
this place looks derelict and like unattended, the porcelain at least would have done damage.
So it's just, it feels so weird, that fight in the bathroom, because it's just like, yeah, we're wrecking up the place, but we're fine, we're gonna go on a couple more punches. I'm like,
And I
no.
do love how Batman pisses Jason off enough that like he has a gun to Joker's head. He's like, I'm gonna kill him, and then like he just gets pissed because like he really wants Batman to do it to like almost prove himself to Jason, and he points his gun at Bruce, and Bruce just stops him. And I love Joker's reaction there. He's like,
You ruined Tootin' his dead-eyed goth-loving.
marksman. And it's like, yeah, like, I love Joker there. It's like, you found a way to win.
And
Even with all this, you found a way to win.
And the line, everyone still loses, like, even before Joker knows about
Yeah.
the bomb, Joker's loving this because Jason is pissed at Batman. Batman isn't proving himself, so Batman is still losing.
And
Joker's
Batman
like,
still
yeah.
hurts because Jason is so pissed.
Yeah, so it's just like Joker's loving this. Like, as much as he's in much
after,
danger.
Like, he sees that Jason hits a trigger and Joker sees a bomb there. He's like, no, this is perfect. Nobody gets what they want but me.
Yeah, because he's like, I want us all to die. Because that's the thing, is he kind of wants that he wants to either go out with Batman or to like kill Batman, or to get Batman to kill him, because he feels like, with a lot of Jokers, you feel like if he killed Batman, he wouldn't know what to do. He'd be depressed.
Yeah, and
So much.
This scene ends up paralleling the earlier scene where we see Jason die.
Mm-hmm.
He sees the bomb and he sees there's only like 2 seconds left. He sort of closes his eyes. He resigns himself,
and
then it explodes. And in this scene, you can sort of see him in the background, sitting there.
Yeah, he doesn't try
closing his eyes, like
get
he's
away.
not trying
he
to get away.
down.
He's like,
no,
yeah.
no. And
but then Batman punches Joker out, grabs Jason, and while we don't see Jason after the explosion, if Bruce grabbed him, he survived. Like, I'm not going to discount Batman like that.
I love Kristen, a friend of mine.
Oh, and there's the other line in this scene where Jason says, like, you know, Bruce is like, yo, you're pissed because I couldn't save you, right? Like, he's so guilty about that. And Jason's like, no, this is not about that. I forgive you, Bruce. He doesn't say Bruce, but like,
yeah.
I forgive you for not saving me. What I can't forgive you for is him, and that's when he reveals that he has the Joker.
Yeah, and so he's really pissed about it's not about not saving him, it's about not taking out Joker. And yeah, I love Chris.
I thought you were the last person I'd let hurt.
Yeah,
that's
like,
right.
this is good lines like that. No, just my friend, she's like, I bet Batman totally like threw Jason free from harm. I'm like, I don't know if free from harm, that whole building blew up. But
yeah,
it's just, yeah, you very much feel like, yeah, that Jason could still be out there, and it's not a definitive ending,
and this is a good mystery. Like, admittedly, I knew all about it because I'd already read the comic before I saw this.
So it's just...
But it's a well set up mystery because in an earlier scene, him and Dick are chasing Jason across the rooftops, and there's little bits like the cutting the rope before it goes taut, and like the fact that he has a knife that can cut one of Batman's lines.
And just like even Nightwing, who's fought beside Batman for years, so he should have seen it all. He goes, that's impressive. And Batman's like, nothing we haven't seen. So it's kind of like this weird, I don't know, Batman, that's pretty impressive. But Bruce almost is already going, this is someone like us. Like, he's already thinking this is something that's trained and like practiced. It's just like neat little.
And really, it's the Bat computer, so I don't want to discount it too much. But that was a funny scene. Like, he takes this video footage he recorded of Jason escaping, where the train goes past, and like it just covers up him saying, "It's like you haven't lost your touch."
Yeah,
like that's all we hear is like, "You haven't lost your touch, train." And then he like he isolates the audio
and it
cleans, enhance.
It's just like,
you haven't lost your touch, Bruce. Perfectly clear. I'm like, wow.
It's the trope of every like supercomputer. Like X-Files is awful for doing that. They're just like, and zoom in and clarify. It's like you can't. Let's like
the
footage
data
on the
is not,
screen this big, and you're gonna like blow it up.
The data is not there. The
No,
data literally does not exist.
Shit. But no, it's totally crisp. It's like, oh, that's that guy.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
So yeah, it's just, I get it, it's a bad computer, but it's one of those tropes where you're just like, really? Really?
Yeah, but it's like this is just such a beautiful movie.
So much good in it.
And yeah, we could probably rant on about it for hours, but we've already gone about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Thank you for anyone who actually makes it to this point. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Happy International Batman Day.
Even though this won't be going up on that,
Whatever.
yes, Happy International Batman Day.